Hey there, everybody. So we have an extra special episode. We're going to be learning some alpha on the Beezehive, and this is another episode of Crypto Nightly. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's get it started. What's up, man?
What up? Doing good. Doing better than yesterday as long as my camera act right. I don't know what's going on.
I hope it does. I mean, I can see the last thing that we'll be seeing will be Desert's fist go through his computer screen.
Bro, it's so frustrating. I can't think straight because I see myself right here and I'm like, I'm moving, but my head's not moving and I'm talking and it's just freaking distracting. So, but what's going on? How's your day?
Dude, so I went to this, Oh, is it Friday? No, it's not.
No, it's not Friday.
I was like, dang, is it casual Friday? Well, so I went to this interview. And so, as some people know, I do have a lot of experience in fine dining and like restaurants, and I like it because it's fast and then it's easy. It's quick in and out. You know, give me my money. I'm out. No extra work beyond that. I like it. But so I go to this job interview. This is the second job interview. And this is the second time when I've arrived and been confused about what's going on. Because most of the time you like go to an interview and then they're like, hey, let me ask you all these questions about these things and blah, 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 blah. It was basically like I showed up and then they're like, hey. And then I'm there like, hi. And they're like, yeah, so like, what's up? And it's like, well, like, dude, like, I don't know. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? This is your job. But anyways, so they asked me a little bit about myself. Expert in tequila and mezcal, a whole thing, but have a lot of experience. And then by the time I finished talking, they're like, okay, so you know what you're doing. Like, I don't have any questions for you. And that's it. So I don't know if I got the job or not, but they said they would let me know tonight. But I put out a tweet. I said that I was worried and concerned about it because there is a disproportion. Okay, so let me put it this way. My job is the opposite of Cardano, right? I wasn't worried about going to Rare Evo. Some people were like, are you worried? There are going to be a lot of women there and your wife's not going. And I was like, no, because they're Cardano people. So there'll be like 7 women there. The rest will be all the dudes. You know what I mean? Whatever. But yeah, so this job is the opposite. My wife would throw a tantrum.
Is what it is. Don't let her know. She knows now.
Well, I mean, she doesn't know now. She would never watch some nerdy crypto show on the internet. I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Things are good. Excited. Super excited about some of the things that we have going on.
I'm excited for this.
Dude, I cannot wait for the Hops party in general. I think it's going to be one of the greatest things ever. All of my favorite people are going to be there. Ugh. And, like, that's how I feel about Rare Evo.
Yeah. 2 weeks, bro.
We're going to have a ball. We're going to have a ball.
Yeah. Let's do our house cleaning real quick. Then let's bring up our guest. And then we can go into Market Watch. And we can all be on when I go through Market Watch. And, of course, my daughter is texting me right in the middle of the live stream. Nice. Again. Even though I told her yesterday, I go live at this time. She's like, oh, okay. Whatever. All right. So everybody, make sure you're following everybody at Jpg Empire, at @_John Carter, at @Desert_Crypto, at the Sedgy3, and at Chinvop Bridge. Yes. Do us a favor. and hit that like, share, subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, give us a like, give us a retweet, tag some DGens. The more you guys interact, the more you share, the more we grow. It is just simple mathematics. That's just how it works. Is there anything that we want to talk about as far as JPEG bosses are minting? The description or the link is in the description. Token Empire beta testing is coming along. Awesome.
Anybody that wants to take part in the beta testing, let us know. Just come in the Discord and then just start saying nonsense. Put a bunch of GIFs and say, give it to me, and then we'll figure it out.
Right.
You know, if we know you've been around, we're down.
Right.
And we're trying to build something that we want everybody to be happy with, and that they feel proud of, that they've been a part of making some impact and what the end product is. And dude, we had an amazing show yesterday with Kumadroid. Kumadroid is who we are partnering with in order to bring highly advanced autonomous trading bots to Cardano, where everybody will be able to go into our Token Empire app. There's going to be some preset settings initially, so that way it's like super straightforward and easy, and it's going to be a set it and forget it mechanism for generating some more dry powder on your dry powder, right? So you'll be able to open a Kraken account, and you'll be able to pick any of the 200 plus pairs and have the bot trade those things. So it'll be daily adding about 0.5% to your stack, right? It makes a bunch of high frequency trades, and then that's what it averages a day. And at the end of the year, it ends up being about a 5 to a 6x. And so in crypto, you can make more than that by buying and holding some of these tokens, but this is a mechanism for you to have kind of like a more secure thing that you can do with some of your money you have on the side, right? Right. And so that is
with your USDT.
Yeah.
So your USDT will be gaining 0.5 per day and up to 5 to 6x per year. So you're not going to get that in a savings account. You know what I mean? And, you know.
But it doesn't have to just be USDT. You can pick some of the other pairs.
But that's what but you fund it with USDT.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the compound will be on USDT.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's bring up our guest. You know him. You love him. You know, little buzz. And go ahead. Let's bring him up, John.
All right. The famous CB.
Oh. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, CB, with the BeezehiveNFT. 1 second. Got to put my jacket down. Just came in from the 91-degree weather here in the high desert. Oh, there we go.
What's that you got on the back of your shirt, man?
Oh, hey. I am here to share some alpha. This is the shirt that we will bring to Rare Evo. We also have a hoodie that has our Beezhive font with the logo, and on the back, yes, you scan the QR code and help save the bees. So don't think that if you're wearing one of these, people won't be, you know, trying to find out what's going on your back. But happy to be here on behalf of the BeezehiveNFT as a co-founder. Last time we hung out, I wasn't a co-founder, so step in my game.
That's right. Congratulations.
And, here we are.
We love it. Now we're just, you know, we're a bunch of co-founders. It's amazing.
Yeah, you know, we all have it in our title, so. Hey, even a blind squirrel gets in it every once in a while. Or a blind bee finds some pollen every once in a while.
How you been, man? How was your day? What have you been up to?
Oh, man, how was my day? My day was awesome. Every day is awesome, as long as it's a day above ground and not below ground. I hear that those aren't as good. But yeah, we're excited. We're getting ready for our mint. We had a big space with Risk earlier today. This morning. That's kind of how we started things off. And so preparations for Rare Evo, getting my emotional state ready for Rare Evo, hanging out with all those amazing, cool people and those 4 girls that you were talking about. Obviously, my wife is not coming with me to Rare Evo either. She's like, I have nothing to do with those degens, but she will be coming next year. A little tease on that. There's some alpha for you. Big things in store next year. But yeah, so I don't know, man. We're doing awesome. We're getting ready to mint again. We're getting ready to open up that mint, send some more bees out to fly across the blockchain.
Dude, you guys have absolutely killed it. You've killed it with your mints. The artwork is top tier. And I mean, what you guys are doing is really special. It's very different from what a lot of these other projects are doing. I mean, I'm super bullish. Like, I'm super bullish on what you guys are doing in general.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
You have a bunch of product that you're bringing, right?
Yes. Funny you mentioned that. I actually happen to have here for the first time for all of the world to see. I have a lot of alpha to share over the next few weeks, but we have our Buzz QR codes. So these are stickers, and you can pretty much stick them wherever you want, and these work. If you want to go ahead and scan that, folks, and find our website, go ahead. Also, we will have honey sticks. So honey sticks with actual honey from the apiary in Bulgaria. Those I'm handcrafting here at home. That is not these. These are clover sticks. We also have an orange blossom honey and a blackberry honey. These will be for pretty much everybody. Come on, get a honey stick, enjoy it. Maybe one of each if you like. The ones from the apiary, the actual honey from our bees that have been feeding on acacia trees, those, if you mint a bee as we open the mint back up, or if you hold a bee, then you'll be able to get one of those and enjoy it. And yeah, we also are giving away for minters in this next round a high-end honeycomb. This is acacia honeycomb.
Claim it. I'm putting dibs.
It is. It's expensive. I can't tell you how much we paid. And then, you know, a little beeswax lip balm. Now, I will say we put the QR code on this as well. Do not scan that because it doesn't work. Hey, you know, I'm not a convention guy necessarily. I didn't know that when you make these things, QR codes don't work, but it's there. That's not all we're bringing. We actually have a lot more that we're bringing to Rare Evo. That's just a few of the things that I pulled out for you guys to take a look at here. So we're excited to bring the heat in our booth. Hi, Crypto Z. It's good to see you.
What's going on?
Super exciting. Super exciting. I mean, what are you most excited about with this whole thing? Like, I mean, we're all going to be together. It's going to be like, you know what I mean? So much alpha, exciting things.
I mean, for me personally, it's hard to say. I mean, obviously, I'm excited to represent our project. We literally, our booth is going to be like walking into the apiary in Bulgaria. We have the back wall is our master keeper on either side with his smoker working with the frames. In the middle, you'll see all 62 hives in the center. And then, you know, we have a side treatment, which has all of our partner projects there, a couple of cocktail tables with some tablecloths on it with the Beezehive logo. And we have a hexagon. We'll have these fluffy bees. Our booth is going to be fun. It's going to be a social area. Come and enjoy, you know, get hopped up on some honey and enjoy hanging out. So I'm really looking forward to that. You know, we won a contest and we're on a beer can for hops. They're sending a pallet of their beer to Vegas. Hopefully it makes it. Let's everybody say a quick, quiet prayer and throw up our, you know, energy towards that getting there. But that has our QR code as well. So the bees will be flying around on their can. They have a big party on Friday night. We created a cocktail that has honey syrup, which is actually honey from the apiary as well, to go with the No Man's Land bourbon from Bank, which is another one of our partner projects. So we're going to be mixing that cocktail for people to taste. It's very, very specially made, including an ingredient I make here on my property that you really can't get anywhere else. I used to bartend and, you know, I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic. However, I still know how to create these things. I'm still always will be a libation specialist. So I created a little something. We're going to make sure that we can recreate there for people. And then there's the poker tournament.
Is that going to be at the hops party?
That will be. It will be. So if you're going to the hops party, a little alpha for you. Get to the bus. If you can get on a bus, I will make sure that these cocktails are prepared for you so that you can take one with you on the bus as you drive over the long 15-minute journey. Take one up for you right there on the spot with the special garnish that you can only get in a few places in America. But yeah, and then I mean, I don't know. I burned a ticket, so I'm a burner VIP with Rare Evo. I'm going to the
all 5 of us
to the party on Saturday night. I'm going to the Bacchino buffet and eating all their lobster claws that they got there. And then I'm in this stick and poker tournament. Shout out to Not Hooli, the real poker player within our project. I'm going to go burn $275 on a stack of chips that I'll probably lose within an hour. Or maybe I'll make the final table and be on the live stream. I don't know. But I'm going to be in a bee suit.
A fun fact about that poker game, which a lot of people don't know. So Aaron, our CTO, our business partner with Chinbot Bridge, his co-founder of Mint Pass is the one that is the sponsor of that poker tournament. So Aaron is going to be there.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Yeah.
That's awesome. The whole team.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be there. It's gonna be exciting. We're only gonna be missing Seji, but he's gonna make it next time. We're gonna figure out how we can get him.
I'll go all in on the 6-4 suited. I go in on the King 10 offsuit, Huli. That's my main hand that I push all my chips in. So that's why I don't win tournaments.
If you play poker now,
yeah, that's why I don't play or win anything either.
You said 3-7, bro?
It's the 3-7s on Poker Now when you play in the app. That's the one that wins.
That's what it hits for you, bro.
Well, it hits for everybody. 3-7. If you have 2 aces, like pocket aces in Poker Now, you're probably gonna lose. Yeah, might as well fold. It's crazy. Poker Now is crazy.
King 10 off, Huli. You know it. So yeah, there's. I'll be honest with you. It's going to be a long week. I get there on Wednesday. I leave on Monday. I'm hanging out with the World Mobile team. I'm an ambassador for them here in Reno. Yeah, B suit needs to happen to the poker table. You're right.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Yeah, so we're spending some time with the World Mobile team. They're doing some pretty cool stuff here in Reno, deploying their air nodes and stuff, and so that'll be cool. And then we're gifting Charles Hoskinson a hive on the apiary. We're gonna dial it out with the treatment this upcoming week or so. Nice. It's going to be a black hawk with Nike the pig in pilot glasses hanging his head out the window. And then we're going to give him a little plaque that says, hey, here's a hive from us to you, and you can do whatever you like with the honey from it. So we're trying to make good inroads with Charles so we can see this project be successful as we go down the road. But lots of things to be excited about with Rare Evo.
Absolutely.
I go all in if I get a 6-9, but if I read it as a 9-6, I fold it. Crypto Z, I like the way you think. Not with the 6-9, but you know, I mean, it is what it is.
Let's do Market Watch real quick, and then we can get into the project. We'll get some more viewers in here during the market update. So then when CD starts dropping alpha, what?
Before we do that, let's reboot the bop. Everybody needs to like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, right? And share this with a friend. If everybody in here shared this with one friend, we'd have twice as many people on here. If we shared it with 2, we would have a whole lot extra people, right? Anyways.
That's how it works.
Please do it. It helps the algorithm. And we're here every weekday to bring you the alpha. Big love. Now let's get into Market Watch. Now that everybody's done that, doesn't matter if you're on Twitter, doesn't matter if you're on YouTube. We love
if you're on Twitter, leave a comment, tag some DGens, and share it. All right, let's get the most update price. We did fall below 2.5 trillion. We are now sitting at 2.493 trillion, down 0.6%. Looks like low volume day, 77 billion. And BTC dominance went up 1 point. Ethereum is about the same. And 6 GWei to send a transaction. So we got Bitcoin coming in at 66,327. We did have a good dip into the 65s earlier today, but it seems like we've come back up to 66,327. Ethereum sitting at 3281. We have BNB coming in at 584. Solana cooling off, coming in at 180. XRP pumping, coming in at 64 cents. We got Dogecoin at 12 cents, Toncoin at 674, and our beloved Cardano coming in at 40 cents, down a half.
Not a security, bro. It is not a security.
Not a security, correct. It's about time they come to their senses. So, XRP is our biggest mover today. up 6.5%. Book of Memes up 5%. Stellar is up 3.5%, right in the coattails of XRP. We got Flow coming up 2.5%, BNB up 1.9%, Caspa up 2%, and then nothing really other than that. So we do have some green. And you can see it's just kind of flat. We don't have any really huge losers either, though. Size down 8%, Theta's down 7.3%, Immutable down 5.7%. That's a good entry on Immutable, in my opinion. Coming in at $1.42. We got Arweave coming in down 5.6%, Pepe down 5%, Ethereum name service down 5%, and the list goes on. Let's look at the charts real quick. So Bitcoin daily coming in at 66,309. Momentum is still going to the downside. We still have this bearish div right here. Did it play out? I don't think so. But we are bouncing off the bottom of this little flag, this little trend line, like we drew yesterday. If this flag were to play out on the daily, that takes us to 81,000. But this could bring us all the way into like mid-August. Well, right during Rare Evo. Maybe we'll get a Rare Evo pump. Who knows? But momentum is coming down. VWAP. Your VWAP still going down. Looks like it's cutting in a little bit, though. It might be getting ready to come back up. Money flow is flat. Not a lot of volume today. I think everybody is just waiting on Chair Powell tomorrow, see what he has to say. We come down, look at the 4 hour. As you can see, we're bouncing off this trend line down here. The momentum does seem to be rounding out. We might be getting a green dot here, say the next candle. DBSI is kind of flat with a 10 and a 0. VWAP is coming up on the 4 hour. Money flow is going down on the 4 hour. I think it's sideways until tomorrow after the FOMC. And then once the FOMC, there's always volatility. I would not trade the FOMC whatsoever. You can see on the 1 hour, we're putting in this like rounded bottom right here. And we're bouncing our head off to 21. We need to get above that 21 and then come up and start testing the 200 on the hour. VWAP's going up a little bit. Money flow is still coming down, but momentum's going up. Let's go see what ADA is doing. ADA's looking, well, we're on the hour. Let's go to the daily. All right. As you can see on the daily, we broke the 21. We tried to get back up above it. We couldn't. We retest. We're coming back down. I still see us coming down to this high volume node right here that we were talking about yesterday at 38 cents. You can see we wicked down to it a couple days ago. I see us coming right back down here if we can't break above that 21. Your momentum's still coming down. We still got the red dot playing out. Money flow started to curve back down. Let's go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour looking a little better, but you can see we broke through the 200 and we can't seem to get above it. But we could be seeing something right here. We got the green dot on market cipher B. Money flow is flattening out, so that's good. The VWAP's going up, but we have to get back above this 14, this yellow line right here on your RSI to continue to the upside. And I think if we can do that, then it's going to push us through the 200. And if we get above and can stay above the 200 on the 4 hour, I think we are good to go for the short term at the very least. Let's come down to the 1 hour real quick. We do have a little bit of a bullish div playing out on the 1 hour. As you can see, price is going down. Wow. Oops, not going to let me draw right there. While the momentum is going up. And this could be a nice curve on the money flow. Oh, it's starting to curve back up like that. Our VWAP is a little overextended, so I expect that to come back down a little bit. But we have broken the 21. Whoops. We have broken the 21 on the 1 hour. And we are getting, it's not a higher high, but we're in this channel right here. I'm optimistic on the 1 hour. See if it can help push that 4 hour above its 200. Then we'll be good to go on that. Ethereum. Come out to the daily. It looks like our red dot turned to a green dot overnight. But we did bounce off the 200 a few days ago, and we're trying to break that 21. If we can get above that 21 and you see the 50 coming in right here, I think that will be a good sign. It looks like the money flow started to go back up, and then this red dot appeared and money flow started to turn. This just could be the low volume of today. We did have a little dip today. Come down to the 4 hour. All right. 4 hours just kind of looking a little flat. We lost the 200 on the 4 hour, which is not good. It looks like we've been trying to retest it the past two candles. If we can't get above the 200 on the 4 hour, I mean, we're going to come back down to at least this node right here, this high volume node sitting at 32.52. And it could tumble all the way back down to, like, say 31.35, because your momentum's still going down, your money flow is going down, your VWAP's going back up. We're below the median line on the RSI. I don't see any kind of bull divs or anything like that. You know, this, if anything, I would say this is kind of a rising wedge or rising channel. And these break down more times than they don't. So if we can maintain this trend line right here, I think we're good. And then get back above the 21. Let's come down to the hour. So we got the green dot on the hour with the momentum coming up, but we do have the money flow coming down. And we are significantly below the 200 on the 1 hour. So DBSI doesn't even look good. I think we're just in a holding pattern right now. Until we get the FOMC, we don't think they're gonna lower rates, not until September. But if he comes in dovish and starts talking about high unemployment and setting the stage for September to lower at the end of September or the middle of September, I think that could be a catalyst for us to start this next leg of the journey. What do you think, CB?
Well, I mean, I agree. I think there's a lot actually going on in the political sphere, which ties into the interest rates and what the Fed does. Those things are all kind of connected. I think even as you see, Trump kind of speaking at Bitcoin 2024, RFK and his platform of wanting to buy, Bitcoin and keep it as a store. And then Kamala Harris, who's apparently the nominee right now for the Democrats, not really being responsive yet, but kind of being forced into a position of being responsive. One thing that I know a little bit about that not everybody does is that standwithcrypto.org is been doing a lot of work on Capitol Hill back in Washington, D.C. And actually on behalf of Coinbase, World Mobile Team got to go to Washington and talk to senators and present what they're doing to show Congress and people in our political sphere that there's good work being done on the blockchain. So there's some of that going on. Stand with Crypto is actually going to be at Rare Evo. They'll have a presence there, and
nice.
And that's going to be exciting. And so I think all that plays in. I'm curious, like, how big of a deal, maybe it's not at all, since our all-time high of 73 73.8 or whatever, 73.7, whatever it was in March. We've every month tested again that kind of range. We've come within like $4,000 or less, and we just 24 hours ago came within like $4,000 of the all-time high. How much does that ultimately matter as far as Bitcoin is concerned, right? We touched what 69.8 just over 24 hours ago. Is that a big deal? Does that mean anything? Desert?
I think it does. I think it's just the big boys keeping it down. You know what I mean? Because
well, in concert with that, we touched 54 for the first time since like February, late February.
Johnny Tran from Risk, he thinks that we're hitting 48 before we like actually start going up.
He's wrong. I love you, Johnny. You're wrong.
Thank you. Somebody else had it.
He said 48.
I think there's way too much support around 53.5, 54. Not to mention we got support at 58. I'm not saying we won't dip, but I don't think we see the 40s.
No, I don't think we see below 50 ever again, in my professional opinion, with Bitcoin.
Really?
But so I used to trade on the floor of the stock exchange for many, many years. I used to do charts every single morning. So somebody, I think it was Ryan over at Hops, said, "Hey, let's let CB do the market watch." I was like, "Oh, I got this." Then I started listening to you, and I'm like, "Wait, I don't got this at all." So I'm not going to be doing the VWAP, bro. But yeah, I do. I get a lot of what you're talking about, and I watch these things. I don't think rates go. I don't think rates go down yet. We're in a dicey spot.
The downward sloping channel that could test the bottom of the channel on macro.
Don't talk about my YouTube channel that way, bro. First of all, okay. Second of all, we are not on a downward slope. We are just building on the uptick. And secondly, whatever. All right, that's my TA for you.
Right.
Market watch.
There's you've seen the friend community. There's one of the memes where it's like, here's my TA, and the guy just takes a paintbrush and he just makes a hockey stick, and that's it. Like that's my TA right there.
Done for today.
That's all we need to know. I love that. I mean, could go up, could go down, but either way, it'll be exactly as I predicted.
Exactly. Very well done, sir. Good job.
So the first thing that I need to do right now is I need every single person in here to make sure to like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Twitter, hop over to YouTube and then subscribe to us, right? Because we're like just under 140. If we can hit 140, then we'll have pretty close to the amount of people that we have in here, and subscribers would be fantastic. And then if you're on Twitter, make sure that you repost and like. We're going to get some more people in here. Every bit helps the algorithm. Leave us some comments. We're reading them. We're responding to them. We appreciate you. And we have an amazing little video from the Beezehive that we're going to play now so that you guys can see some of the stuff we got going on, but physically see it. So I'm going to give it just a moment, right?
Let's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to do it. Now we got like 30, 40 more people in here. It's time. It's go time. So thank you guys for sharing the space. Dude, that was so video. Awesome. Yeah, that
I thought he was getting ready to walk into the octagon with the way he was with the hood up and the swagger.
I think,
Yeah.
Man versus nature, and nature always wins, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude, it was amazing.
So exciting. Thanks for sharing that video. That promo video is from almost a year ago now, a little less than a year, but I guess it was about this time last year. You know, the person you saw in the video is our master beekeeper on the property in Bulgaria. What we have is BeezeHive NFT project is we have an apiary, which is I was waiting for him to start breaking this, which is a collection of beehives in one place. Any two or more, I guess, beehives constitutes an apiary. So at that point, Xanders, our master keeper, who's Alexander Manchev, we call him Xanders, had built to 33 hives all on his own. He did everything in Web3, everything in Web2, all of his marketing, approved the art, checked the meta, which, you know, hey, the first collection wasn't perfect maybe, but that's why we came along. And Warden Hansel from Inmates saw the opportunity, saw the project, saw that it needed some assistance, maybe even some restructuring. And he took half of the project, he purchased half of the project from Xanders and said, let me help with the Web3 side of things. I was brought on as a community manager in January. I was actually one of the largest holders. I'd already invested my own personal money in the project just because I loved what he was doing. I would sit with my daughters in the morning and eat oatmeal with fresh honey on it and watch his videos. We have over 245 videos out that showed almost daily, nearly daily, the progress and the work with the bees, except in the winter when they're all hunkered down. There's not a lot to film. But I had already purchased and I think maybe the biggest holder of the project. I have a lot of experience with this community, being in Cardano, NFTs, Web3, crypto for a long time. And so I took the position seriously and helped rebrand, restructure, built a new collection. And we minted out 1,275 bees 2 months ago. And then they offered me, part of the project because they like the work that I do. And the three of us now kind of run it together in our own facets. Hansel's the money man. I'm the Web3 marketing, front-facing speaking guy. And then our master keeper takes care of the property. We're building a well. We're building a warehouse where we're going to store supplies. We're going to have fresh water there. We're up to 62 hives. 11 of those are partner projects, and they own a single hive, with one of those being Charles, who didn't pay for his hive, but he's going to get it. So 51 of them belong to our NFT holders. We have a staking platform that's live. You stake your NFT, you earn our token Nectar. We will have a harvest event every year where we'll take all of the honey that we harvested on the property and we'll put it together and we'll come up with a USD. Actually, it'll be an ADA, but we'll come up with a value for that. And then you can either get actual honey exchanged for your Nectar tokens, or you can get ADA exchange for your Nectar tokens during a harvest event. If you decide you don't want to do the harvest event and you want to save it for next year and stack some Nectar tokens because you think maybe next year is going to be bigger or better or whatever, you can do that. But yeah, we're selling another collection, 1,725. It's the same collection, but just the second half. Since we're going to Rare Evo, that mint will open up. Actually, I wasn't going to share this, but it's going to open up in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Initially, we were saying the 15th. But we want to give our holders of our current collection, the OG and the 1.0, and the recently minted collection, a chance to mint first. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, we'll be putting out the price in ADA tomorrow. We're going to mint our last 1,725 bees. These would be the last bees that are ever associated with this apiary in Bulgaria. And using those funds, we are going to create a real business. We're every year going to be producing honey, and you are going to be reaping the rewards of what we produce in honey on that apiary every year. In addition to that, we're going to have some merch. And we're going to have byproducts. So also coming to Rare Evo, we will have a soap. We will have a moisturizing cream, a skin moisturizing cream. And unlike this, which is not made with our beeswax on the actual apiary, we will have actually beeswax lip balm made from beeswax on our apiary in hand at Rare Evo as well. Those are just 3 of the products: scented candles, flavored honey, just a few of the products that we're going to be churning out as we come up with different verticals to raise capital for the project and for you as our holder. And so that's kind of where we're at. We're excited for this opportunity to get these last bees minted and really launch this thing off into the stratosphere. Go to the moon, but with some bees in tow.
Nice. That's a lot. You guys got a lot going on. That's what
we do.
Especially from the last time you were on. Holy crap.
Yeah, I think it's really been the best of the 3 of us, and also big shout out to Not Hooli, who has been secretly behind the scenes, quietly one of the big engines as well, one of the great voices that I bounce everything off of. He does all the video content for us, and so he's been a great social presence, and he's always in the server to chat with you if you hop in there in Discord. And then Pharaoh B will be coming out from Canada. Amin, our Pharaoh B will be he's a mod in our server as well. He'll be in the booth, potentially wearing the bee suit at times. But so he'll be coming out for Rare Evo as well, and we're excited to have him as a part of our team. But yeah, I think we put the best of the three of us together. We meet all the time. We talk about what are we doing, and we see a real business here that has a sustainable model going forward. 50% of the honey goes to the project, 50% of the honey goes to the holders, and that honey gets, we have verticals to sell it and make money on it. It's high grade, high end honey, and there's a great market for it. And then I will say, future, as we look forward, this is not the last apiary. This is actually only the first apiary. So you can take with that and do with it what you will. There are amazing honeys being made all over the world, and beekeepers that could use a little Web 3 to push their Web 2, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I mean, I think. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, John.
No, I was gonna say I think it's amazing, and I think that one of the biggest things is being able to I know that you all are working on a dashboard to actually show people what the hives are producing, and I think that is huge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So that's another thing is we have cameras on the property, on the apiary. We have electricity run. We have a secured property. We have two dogs, Tupac and Biggie are there to guard. In addition, there is a possibility, and we're working towards potentially putting a place to stay on the property as well. So imagine you're a holder of our NFTs and you want to take your family on a vacation somewhere, and we're working on educational channels this winter when the bees go down and we have some time. We're going to push a little bit more on Instagram and some other socials where there's a bee community and beekeeping community. But imagine, you come and stay in a little spot on the apiary, and you engage with the bees, and you learn about nature, and you educate your kids, and you have fun, and Xander's hosts you. I mean, it's already happened. We have two of our holders that have brought their kids. They stayed in a local Airbnb, but then spent time on the property every day, and then went back to their Airbnb and swam in their pool. But they basically took family vacation to the Beehive property and to the apiary. And so this is something that we're working on in the future as well. So we've got a lot of work on our hands as far as to build all these things out, but we also have a real amazing opportunity and a plan, and it's going to take a little time. I'm not going to lie. We're not going to have everything up in November and good to go. But we are working towards a goal, and I feel like it's becoming more clear and more exciting. More opportunities are presenting themselves,
Yeah, that's awesome. And people, even though people in crypto are like, we were talking about this yesterday, when. Well, it takes time to build stuff, people need to understand that to build out a business, especially what you're talking about, getting some kind of facility for people to stay at, doing some kind of tourist interactive educational stuff. It's going to take a while, but it seems like you guys have a very straightforward roadmap, whether it may not be on paper, but it's in your head and you know what you guys are doing, and you're going there like an arrow.
So our first version is on paper if you go into our server. Yes. And actually on our website, we have an abbreviated version of our business plan, which is basically our white paper. And we're going to take our time. First thing we're going to nail is honey production and getting that honey bottled and getting all the certification we need to get it to the market and selling it and making money on it. And that's the first thing we're going to do. Now, along the way, if we have byproducts and we can easily make things with them and also put those into production, we're going to do that too. So, and then one of the biggest things, Jay Coco, thank you for that, is just building out the bees population all over the world and really, adding to and improving the environment around us. I mean, it doesn't get much, I get goosebumps a little bit when I think about it, because we really are doing something special here, but also we have a real opportunity at a real business, which is exciting. And to be able to use Web3 to power it, that's where I think, and that's really what World Mobile and all these other companies that went with Coinbase to Capitol Hill here in the United States, Congress, our government, and talked about the projects that they're doing on the blockchain. This is the type of stuff that people get fired up for, I will say, what's the ROI? How much honey we getting? How much ADA rewards? What's the harvest going to be like? Like all these questions come up. Well, what's the ROI on a mining project right now? Like you're buying an NFT to get Litecoin or some other coin. How's that? How many months is that ROI? I think that you are purchasing a project that's doing something great, has a lot of opportunity and a lot of bright minds behind it. but there's no specific ROI. I can't tell you how long it's going to take,
Right.
but I can tell you we'll be here, and we've proved it. We've been here 2 years. We have 240 some odd videos. And honestly, I think we're one of the most transparent projects in all of NFTs, because you can just check our X page. We put up a video every other day now as we build towards mint. But one thing I want to mention also just real quick is our new collection also has 62 new traits. And, you know, we already introduced a bunch of new traits with the first part of the collection, the 1275. We had our artists go back in the 2 months that we had closed the mint to reopen it at Rare Evo. And we had them add a lot of stuff. And so we've got some really cool and collectible traits coming up in the collection too, to keep it fun. You know, you want to game it, get your families, get max nectar, and, you know, have some fun with your NFTs while you're investing in these amazing projects, right?
Speaking of Rare Evo, shout out to Devrin.
Yes.
Hey.
We're so excited. And he hit us with a retweet on the space.
Let's go.
Super excited. We were talking about giving a hive to Charles, right? Fresh bees, hive honey. So many things going on.
We're coming, Devrin. We're coming for Rare Evo, bro.
Yeah, and we are gonna make sure that every single dollar is put to use. Every buffet is going to be empty by the time we leave. Every single, when we go to the steak dinner, look, scallops. Dude,
Bro.
I'm going to eat caviar, and I don't even like caviar like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing.
I have a confession to make about that, if we're talking on a personal level. I have been on the strict carnivore diet for 79 days today. I'm doing 1,095 days. That's 3 years of carnivore only. What that is meat, salt, and water. Nothing else. And I can't have my meat marinated and with barbecue sauce and all this stuff. So honestly, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of all this food that I saw with the menu.
You just get a porterhouse or something.
Is eggs included in your carnivore diet?
Yeah, currently, yeah. After a year, I'm going to cut the eggs and the bacon out. But for now, yeah, eggs and bacon are on the menu. So
bacon's meat, bro. Bacon's meat.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, I won't get into it. Double stomached animals, the lion diet is where I'm going with all this. I'm 50. I'll be 51 in a month. Trying to hack life and gain some years that I gave up earlier. Gain those on the back end. You know, I got a 5 and 7-year-old daughter, so I want to be around a little longer. So yeah, I'm just trying to get some health things in order. Not that I have any health issues. I just want to be a beast, bro. That's what I want to be. So I'm on it too, less than 20 carbs per day, but I've determined that I will fail in Vegas. I'll get back on it after I'm home. So we're leaving for vacation on Thursday for a week, and we're going a couple of places, and I'm not going to be able to eat like everybody else. So I'm actually doing a 20-pound brisket tonight and taking that brisket with me for the week. I'm also going to boil like 2 dozen eggs. And so, yeah, it's a thing. But,
Jordan Peterson does something like that.
Oh, I know. I know.
He's on the carnivore, and he talks about how he's left more air fryers in hotel rooms than he can count, because he goes in, he sets up his air fryer, he cooks his steak, he eats, and then they either leave and forget about it and have to buy a new one at the next hotel.
Bro, air fryers are money. I can't even tell you. I cook perfect ribeyes in air fryers every time. I don't always cook in an air fryer my ribeyes, but yeah, I'll be doing 2 tonight, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I love my ribeye.
I can't have honey. This is the craziest thing. My daughters have been watching Xander's and the Bees for over a year now, like almost a year and a half. And Xander's was kind enough to send me a little bit of the honey because I need to make some honey sticks for Rare Evo. Well, I decided to treat them to some of it. And my wife, and she swears it's the best honey she's ever tasted in her life. This is organic, raw honey, not treated in any way, with all the good properties. Nice. I have not tasted any of the honey from any one of our hives yet, and won't for 1,018 days.
That's gotta suck.
when you commit, you just got to go hard. I mean, if you're going to really do it, right? I'm running an ultra marathon in 21 days. Right after I get back from Evo, I'm going to go do 31 miles and 5,000 feet elevation. I do a half Ironman in September, full Ironman in October on eggs. So I don't know how that's going to happen.
Yeah, I got high cholesterol and I can't take statins. I'm one of the 1% that can't take the statins.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to eat like grains and berries and all that crap. All that's going to go out the window in Vegas, obviously, too. But yeah, I mean, so I could never go on a carnivore diet.
It's interesting. I mean, I won't go too deep into it. I'm in a rabbit hole that most people wouldn't be able to crawl out of. But if all you do is meat and fat, it actually doesn't affect you in the same way as a diet where you're adding that into other stuff. The big problem with food out there is how it's made. The United States allows food to be fed to its people that is illegal in other countries. So it's a thing. But yeah, I can eat as much fat as I want, bro. Actually, I need it. Otherwise, I don't get the minerals that I need.
Right.
You don't want to show up.
But it doesn't. Your doctor didn't say anything about it affecting your cholesterol, or
no? So this is partially pushed by the cholesterol. Recently, I had a little bit higher on it. Had a heart scan. My dad actually passed away from a heart problem. He had surgery a couple of years ago, coming up on 2 years, and he didn't make it out because he had a heart issue. Well, it turns out one of my arteries as well has his genetic kind of thing. It was not blocked fully or nearly, not even half, but a little bit. So actually, this is going to clear it up. Crazy enough. I mean, we could talk more offline about that, but just doing this, actually, your body changes in a lot of different ways. It's wild, but it's not for the faint of heart. I do 11 to 15 minutes in 40-degree water every day, my cold plunge. Also not for the faint of heart, because you get in there and it feels like everything in your body is telling you you're dying. So king crab and lobster claws, bro, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to literally eat all of their lobster claws, maybe some shrimp, and definitely the crab. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Devin.
Nice. We need to get Devin on here to talk about Rare Evo, because we've been so excited, hyping it up. Love to hear it from him, man.
Yeah, you guys are VIPs too.
We'd love to have you on if you want to come
that's
on.
what I said. I said it's like
we got a couple of burner VIPs in here right now.
Yeah, it's the three of us.
Bro, what are you guys excited about as far as the burner VIP experience? Besides all the great food, of course.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm excited.
I'm not even a big drinker.
Yeah.
But maybe the bottle service private table at Omnia. Just because I'm not a big crowd person either. So
yeah, it's nice to have your space in a club like that. Like you can get in and you can say so I at NFT XLV last year, I went to see Tiesto, right? I had a pass to get in because of the Ape Society and all that. I literally wanted to see Tiesto for the first time in my life, like as close as possible. So I got there at the very beginning as soon as the club opened, and I stood in the very, very front, right in front of the stage. Right behind the DJ.
Nice.
Well, we're right behind the DJ. That's great because I love Zed. But anyways, I was literally right in front of Tiesto, and I stood there for like 4 hours before he even came out, bro. And I was almost dead by the time he did. And to be honest, Tiesto, a little disappointing on the set, just to be 100. So I'm actually looking forward to just having a place to rest myself, drink all the sparkling water that I can put down, bro. They better have some high-end Voss or something in some glass bottles, bro. But I'm going to pound sparkling water. And I love Zed. And I love house music. It's one of my favorite music. It's what I listen to when I work out, when I'm doing my races. So I'm very excited probably for that the most. But also just to mix it up with the Rare Evo team, get that special dinner, even just get some special one-on-one time. I know what Rare Evo is doing and building this event and other events. We ran into each other over at Consensus in Austin. What they were doing there was awesome. And so
Devin dropping all kinds of alpha tonight too.
Just send him the StreamYard link and he can jump on real quick.
Right.
I know Caesar Spa has an Arctic room, Crypto Z. I live in a gambling town. I live in Reno, 7 hours north. And so I have a Caesar's, I'm platinum, no big deal. I gamble every once in a while at Caesars. We get massages. You know, we do our thing.
I signed up for the credit card just to become platinum.
I mean, I did that because I'm driving my space shuttle, my platinum
here.
Sienna out from Reno with all my gear, and so I wanted to be able to, you know, valet and park it up.
That's funny. That's the exact reason. I was like, $50 a night for valet. Oh, I could sign up for a credit card. Screw it.
Yeah, man. No, I'm excited. I'm excited about Rare Evo. I'm excited about the burner pass, even though it cost me. I had to do it. You know, I just had to go for it. This is like my one getaway. You know, it's kind of like the boys trip, even though it's obviously not just boys, or I guess mostly 4 girls. But you know, this is kind of like my getaway. I get to actually be like a kid a little bit and just act like an idiot and a degen for a weekend, and then I come back and take care of the family, right?
Right.
Who guessed TJ?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Chris Baird. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, well, you need to get up to speed, bro. I'll shoot you some tunes. No worries.
Desert's a classic
I
rock.
never really did the club scene. I never really did the club scene in my 20s. I went to a lot of rock concerts and stuff like that.
So did I, bro.
But I never did the club scene. I never did the house, you know, the trance, the house, the raves.
Rolling Stones 1989 Steel Wheels Tour, first concert I ever went to, bro.
Nice. Hey, mine was it was Aerosmith. I want to say it was Toys in the Attic. But it was about that time, whatever, like 87.
Aerosmith was good, bro. They put on a good show.
Yeah.
I seen them with Warrant and Motley Crue. That was a crazy concert. Cow Palace, San Francisco.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a rocker, honestly, ultimately, originally, but I also rap and stuff. You know, I got a track with the Inmates once their video game goes live. Now that they bought, took over Ada Runners, you should hear my track. You should hear my rapping on their rock track, In for Life. So,
yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. Once that comes out, we're definitely gonna have to play that.
Yeah, we'll have some music. You know, we'll have some videos. We'll have some fun stuff.
You want to go through the? You said you want to go through the updated roadmap.
Yeah, we can look at the website really quick. If you want to share that, we could just scroll through a few. And then if you wanted to, do you have those sneak peeks? Maybe we could share just a couple of the upgrades for the artwork that's coming up.
I have them right here and ready, and I'm so excited about this.
So I know the Olympics are going on right now, and you know, it's great to see. I don't know, for me as an athlete that does races and stuff, I love to see competitions worldwide of people doing the best they can in these different events. I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what, but we do have something coming that has to do with representing the countries that you're from, potentially with the new bees. That's going to be a collectible aspect. This is Wolverine, obviously, Beezerine, if you like, or whatever you want to call him. But honestly, I didn't even know. So I've had nothing to do with the art. That's been Hansel and Mac, our artists, kind of working together. Love Wolverine, one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. And then Darth Beezer, nice. looking pretty good there with the red sword. So Darth Beezer is a good one. And then we broke out a new sneak peek today of a fireman, the Bulgaria Fire Department. So I don't know if do you have that one?
We can't see it, John.
Hold on.
That's all right.
Here it is.
There it is. And this is cool because this is one of our drones, so one of the more rare bees, but also flame wings, and then got a hose that could start and put out the fire department bee. Those are new eyes that you see there. And then there's one that we have not shown yet. We're going to give you a brand new fresh sneak peek, and this is only really 4 or so of the updated art. The next one is our Thor bee with the hammer. I'm not sure if it was Endgame or exactly what movie, even though I love it. There it is, our Thor bee with the hammer that was forged in the, I don't know how the rest of the story goes, but with the cape and a bad chain, a whip chain there. So upgraded, exciting new art, and yeah, some new traits coming for these bees to add a little bit more to you minting and collecting and putting your collections together to get honey. Sweet rewards.
All right, so we have our other special surprise guest, right, joining us right now. So let's see what's up.
Oh,
How are you doing, Devin, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
hey, what's going on, Dev?
Not much. Figured I'd pop in and say hi. And it's Stormbreaker. It's an axe. It's not a hammer.
Oh, is that the one they forged with like the sun that was shining?
Yeah,
something?
with Tyrion Lannister did it.
Tyrion Lannister.
Okay, so my wife is the real Marvel geek. I'll just bust her out. I also like Marvel, but I'm not like so enthralled that I actually know the story. I don't know the stories.
Have you
Very well.
seen Deadpool yet? The new one?
Is it
Yeah,
good?
Single-handedly saving Marvel.
Really?
Is it?
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Nice.
Somebody put it out for free on X, right? That's how I got it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. Is this
It
recorded?
was 30 seconds of Deadpool and 2 hours of Rickroll.
Nice. I like it. I would never do that, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen it. I'm not a huge fan of Deadpool personally.
So,
I guess.
Devin, we are so excited about Rare Evo, right? And then so I heard, because we need this to happen, we need Charles Hoskinson's pet pig, Nike, to land on a red carpet, right? Getting taken out of the Black Hawk helicopter, right?
I think there's probably a 0% chance of that happening.
Damn!
Oh,
All right.
crushing our dream.
He's already said he's not bringing the pig. He said it's a farm animal. He's not going to put it through that.
Oh no!
They did scan the pig. They did scan the pig with Reflex, like 3D thing. So they're going to put it in games. Maybe be able to maybe play as the pig. Maybe.
Sheesh. So
tell us a hologram.
Tell us about some of the stuff that you all got going on at Rare Evo, right? We were all super excited. The speakers list looks amazing. Like,
yeah, finalizing that. It's pretty final, but it's just like herding cats sometimes, trying to get people to give us their panel titles and all that stuff. You never know what can happen. People drop out last minute. It happened last year, so it could happen again this year. Who knows? We're jam-packed full now. We're having to turn people away, of course. But you're on the list. If it ever happens, I'll grab you guys and put you up there. You may have to wing it, but you know,
good at that.
Hey, that's what we're good at. We're bees,
right?
Just getting all the final details. We announced a partnership today with Cookies. If you guys know what Cookies is,
yeah, the weed brand from California.
30% off. 30% off for all Rare Evo attendees at their dispensary.
Ooh.
Kind of a little extra bonus for people who like to get fresh air in Vegas. Getting the parties organized, speakers, exhibitors, just doing all the fine details, man. It's gonna be a jam-packed weekend from a D-Rep party. Yeah, it's a party. A D-Rep workshop starting at like 10 a.m. on Thursday all the way through the Zed closeout party, which will probably end about 5 a.m. on Sunday, because he probably won't go on till 1:30 or 2.
Right.
And everything in between, two full days of speakers and workshops and expo hall, Thursday night parties at the heart of Omnia Terrace, kind of overlooking the strip. Like I said, we have 2 DJs, one of which will be Chris Baird from Catalyst, and the other you're just going to have to get there and find out who it is. But it is someone you are not expecting.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
Dude, Miley Cyrus is about to come out there and DJ for us. That's
bigger than Miley Cyrus. But it's not a, well, I guess he is a musician, but he's not known for being a musician.
Oh, okay.
It's exciting. What's up, Crypto?
I was talking to John when I seen it said the Omnia opens at 10:30 on Saturday. I was like, bro, I'm in bed by 10 o'clock.
Not that Saturday. Or maybe take a nap. You can find a time to take a nap sometime, unless you're playing poker, because we have poker going on Saturday at the Poker Go studio.
Nap, bro.
No.
get to
I don't
play
know.
with
I
the
might
big
have to
boys.
cut out of the conference early to go take a hour nap real quick, or
Bounty on Charles's head because he's playing poker. So the person who knocks him out will probably get $1,000 or something like that.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
you'll be playing. They'll be playing poker with pros, in top like celebs / influencers like Altcoin Daily and tons of others. Charles is playing. All people you know from your.
I'm sure AJ will be playing.
AJ's playing. Ashley Decan, I think, is playing. A ton of others. I'm not sure of everyone. And then mixed in with our Web3 family here, like Travis from JPEG Store and Adam Dean and people we interact with on a daily, all live from the Poker Goes studio. Fully produced, man. Shout out to Sneck and Genius AI for that one, man.
So dope.
Nice. And where is the Poker Go studio?
At the Aria Casino. It's it's on the Strip, so it's not far.
Right.
Kind of across the street, I guess, but not really.
Okay.
It's close. That's on Saturday, and there's parties going on Friday night. Are you going to the party? Is BeezeHive involved with the one with Bank and Hops? Sorta.
Yeah. We are somewhat. We're not putting it on with those two, but those three. But we are. We did create a cocktail that we'll be mixing for people as they go out on the bus. Nice. We're on the beer can because we won the contest, so they'll be serving their beer there with our B on it.
There's
I'll be there.
all sorts of parties going on Friday night, kind of side event parties. One at the Punk Rock Museum, one at the Journey Gallery. Neo Tokyo's throwing one at the Journey Gallery, and one at the brewery. There's one in a.
How do we get into the Neo Tokyo one?
I believe it's token gated.
Dang.
I believe so. Maybe we can try and arrange something, but that's going to be a huge one with a lot of.
If you can arrange something for the burners, that would be sick because
I'll reach out. I'll reach out and see. It's at the Journey Gallery on Friday night. WAGMI Games rented a huge creator house, and they're bringing tons of content creators to like gaming content from the creator house in the evenings. It's going to be huge, man. Huge this year.
I seen in the Rare Evo chat, somebody was asking if you had a list of like the extra events that are going on, and I had seen you said you were going to try to do it. I understand that's a huge.
I'm putting it in the agenda, so I'm updating the agenda for all of the after dark type stuff going on, whether it's our things or side events that projects are throwing. And then I need to update for the breakout spaces too, because there's tons of information from NFT projects to like Hydra deep dives and Haskell master classes and all sorts of stuff for whatever you're interested in. I mean, whether you're a Haskell dev or an NFT degen, from one to the other, it's there at Rare Evo, you know. So it's really exciting. Our institutional speakers on stage have grown this year. From I think we got Microsoft and Oracle and Johnson & Johnson, and FedEx and Ernst & Young and Deloitte and I know I'm forgetting people, but
sounds like we just need to extend it. We just need to make it a couple more days.
There's talks of maybe having to do a 3-day event in the future, maybe doing more of a on-site hackathon as well, since if we're doing it a third day, because we were like very much a remote hackathon this time, which was great. It turned out great. 45K in bounties. We had 23, I think, entries for it, and 10 finalists across the three tracks with Midnight and Igon and Wanchain and Maestro. But we got big names this year. It's really astounding who we were able to score, both in gaming, because that was a focus this year, was trying to get more Web3 gaming. And we got Star Atlas and WAGMI and Neo Tokyo and Accent Rivals and Cornucopias, and Reflect has a huge booth, and they're bringing some of their projects along to DeFi, like Frax Finance and Alchemix, ETH DeFi, Cardano DeFi, all the above. MinSwap will be speaking on stage this year. We got Vi Finance and Moneta and tons
You
of
said
great
Moneta?
Moneta,
Oh, Moneta.
Mihin, Moneta, USDM, whatever they're calling themselves these days.
That's sick.
Man.
How much
Yeah.
bigger is this year's event over last year's event? Like, you got it's kind of exponential growth, right? Like it just keeps getting.
It's probably twice as big on the expo hall floor. I think there's 74 booths, although some of those are bigger, like 10 by 20s. Maybe it's 84 booths and 74 projects, something like that, which is about twice as big as last year. Our ticket sales are probably just shy of 3x over last year. They may hit that 3x in this last 2 weeks because a lot of people wait to the last minute to buy tickets for these things. But yeah, we're definitely moving in the right direction. We're probably not gonna, although we signed a contract with Caesars, we're in their biggest ballroom now, so we may have to do 2 ballrooms or maybe go to the Forum next year, just to be able to fit everything in. Yeah, that's the NFTs at 15 East floor. Yeah, those things are no joke, man. Yeah. We really wanted to get Neo Tokyo out this year, if just Neo Tokyo themselves, because of all of the projects kind of underneath their umbrella. It really opens up the space for Cardano games to kind of get those larger eyes.
Alex Becker is kind of anti-Cardano.
He's not
yet. Neo Tokyo.
He's not.
At
He's
Rare
just
Evo,
right,
throwing an event. So watch what they do and not what they say.
That dude holds ADA, bro. I don't care what you say. He's got a fat bag of ADA.
I mean, if you're trying to get engagement on Twitter, talk
But
shit about Cardano. And
we are the redheaded stepchild, that's for sure.
Get everyone agreeing with you and everyone hating on you for saying it. So either way, you're getting twice as much engagement as you.
Hey, what about content creators on the floor of the expo? Because I got some content out in Consensus myself, and I didn't have a pass or anything, so I got busted on the floor. They're like, "What are you doing with your microphone out and you don't have a press badge or whatever?" But I'm just curious, what's content creation looking like for you guys this year?
Everyone from gaming content creators like Python and King Apollo and Icy to your kind of, I don't know how you describe them, but your kind of trolley content creators like your Ashley Decans, Max, Dyla, Altcoin Daily, Crypto Crow,
Elliot Trade.
City Crypto, Fareed, App Central. I mean, everyone's going to be there.
I didn't even think of that. So I plan on bringing my DSLR, and we might have a podcast in the hotel room. Are we allowed to do like man on the street on the convention floor?
Yes, we're not as anal as Consensus. They're
nice.
Corporate. Yeah, but everyone, everyone's going to be there. Loudmouth and Doug Hype and all that whole crowd that you see at every sort of crypto conference, they're going to be there with shoving a camera in your face, which is great for the projects there because you get that content past the 2 or 3 days of the event that just live on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and all those other places well after the events.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I'm looking
when Karate Combat at Rare Evo? Will that be next time?
I don't know.
Dude,
you want to fight me, bro, when we're there? I'm down.
I don't know. He's winning.
Karate moves. I'm ready to show off.
I'll say we've been at probably half a dozen Karate Combats this year. They're always exciting, and we're talking. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're building in the background.
Dude, the sumo suit would be a hilarious thing to do also.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
You know what I mean? Like in the expo, you just get all the influencers to fight each other.
I'm hoping we'll be able to do extra stuff like that next year because we've grown to the spot where this one expo hall isn't enough. But I don't feel like we'll be big enough for 2 next year. So maybe we can add. I'd love to have a community stage for like community musicians. There just wasn't room to do that this year. At the Gaylord, we kind of had this outdoor courtyard sort of place, which allowed people to do that. There's just not room in the ballroom where we're at, so we kind of had to not include that this year, which really sucked. But next year, I'm hoping we'll be able to add a third or a fourth stage for like community musicians to get up and do stuff. Doing more fun, interactive things like the sumo suit wrestling would be fun. But I mean, there may even be a karate combat to go to next year. I don't know. So,
is there a date set for next year yet?
August 7th through the 9th.
Perfect.
Sounds like my summer vacation away from the family. Actually, I'm bringing the wife next year, so it's gonna be really, really good. So I just shared a picture of a bee suit with you, John. If you want to share that with Devin really quick, I just need to get his approval of this outfit that I'll be wearing on the floor, on the showroom floor, and potentially also wearing at the poker table. So
no, you gotta wear it at the poker table.
Can you just show that to Devin and see if we can get an approval here live on the stream for this outfit?
Oh my God, go for it! I want to see those legs out though too.
I'm wearing
no
black
socks, man. No socks.
I ain't going barely. Actually,
I want to see the legs out.
I have a mallard tattoo on my heel. Maybe I'll
There you go.
Maybe I'll show you my calf muscles, bro. I'm a beast, you know. So
go
there
for
you
it.
go.
Wear it on the. You'd be live on the from the Poker Ghost studio with your bee suit on.
Yeah, and at least
I've told everyone like wear your merch for that thing. This is the time to get eyes outside of crypto on your project. You know what I mean? Wear the merch because people are gonna be like, "What is this snack? What is this Beehive? What is this JPEG Empire? Whatever it is, they're gonna see it because crypto and poker kind of have there's some cooperation there. They're very similar audiences, but not quite the same. So it's gonna be a lot. Like the second the Poker Ghost Studio goes live, it's got 7,000 or 8,000 viewers on it. So it's gonna be and that's live. So I don't know what they have views, post live stream. So it's a great opportunity for everyone to show off what they're doing outside of just the expo hall floor.
We'll see. We're gonna have to get a certain number of bees minted in order for me to wear that bee suit because my silver jacket's my lucky jacket when I play poker, and I'm trying to win, bro. I mean, yeah, have fun and get my brand out there, but I'm trying to win whenever.
Are you gonna be able to mint them like from your booth? I know you're going live again, like the day it starts, the 15th or something like that. But are you gonna be able to do it at your booth?
Yeah. I mean, people have to have Cardano wallets. We will give away wallets on the spot that they can just basically, upload right away if they want. But most people that are Cardano native will be able to mint right away. We'll have computers set up. We'll have a QR code that will take you directly to the minting site.
Anyone who's listening, bring a Cardano wallet because there's a ton of people doing activations. I know InMaker's doing the thing with Ore.
Free NFTs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Crypto Crow is doing his thing where he's giving away animated NFT cards for his.
I'll tell you what,
TCG.
Come to our booth. If you don't have a wallet, when you get there, come to our booth and I will hand you a paper wallet that you can use.
And we all know Hosky's going to be giving out his poo cards that have the free airdrop of tokens. It creates a Vesper wallet for you on the spot.
I hope he gives out those hats that have the little ears that pop up.
I still have mine from last year, so I'm going to bring it with me.
I got
and the ears still work too. The little air bubbles.
Only one of my ears work.
Yeah, see.
Those things go.
Yeah, there's going to be tons of activations. So you're going to be learning. I think some Thor chain projects are launching, so they're going to have activations for their stuff. I have base projects there, Moonwell, which is a lending app that's going to be giving away like $1,000.
Oh damn!
There's a treasure hunt as well going on.
There is. We're partnering with Goons World, the Gardens, and IYK, which they go to these events and you can go around and your lanyard, your passes will actually have chips embedded in them where you can scan these little pucks around and they're going to be at the side events as well. So when you go to the site, you can, outside of the actual conference, you're going to be able to do it. We're hoping to get even bigger with that next year because we kind of partnered with Smart Places this year, which does like a Pokemon Go-esque sort of app kind of augmented reality where you can go around, has like embedded advertising where you can go find these virtual cans of Red Bull around a park, and once you find 5 of them, you get a coupon for a free Red Bull or something along those lines. But you can integrate it with NFTs, you can integrate with anything really, and it's really cool. And they just kind of came on this year. They're sponsoring our Women in Web3 party Friday night. So it's happening, man. This year's the growth has been phenomenal. Next year, I would expect to be at least 2 or 3 times as big as this year.
Do you have a forecast for how many people you're expecting to be there?
Yeah, probably 1,800 to 2,000, I would say.
Okay.
That's a lot. I mean, that's
We had about 750 last year, so
yeah,
Good
doubling
Lord.
up.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
people. Hold on, I gotta go
Yeah.
order some more stickers real quick, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm expecting,
50
and like I
shirts.
said, we're at not quite that now. I'm not gonna give you I don't know the actual numbers, but and we got a couple weeks left. And like I said, historically, we see tons of ticket sales this last, and they're rolling in every day.
Yeah, you're always gonna have people waiting to the last minute
Yeah,
to get their tickets, and
yeah. So we're like I said, not quite 3x of last year,
insane, bro.
but
That's a lot of people.
2.8x.
so if you guys out there are watching this stream and you want to go to Rare Evo and you haven't got your tickets yet, rareevo.io.
And for the next 2 days, you can
Discount,
get
right?
20% off on your tickets. Use code POKER20, get 20% off for 2
You
days.
want to put that in the chat, John?
Yep.
Throw that in the chat. Rareevo.io. Next 2 days, 20% off.
I saw that.
Rareevo.io.
And that gets
What is it?
you
Poker 20.
POKER20.
Poker 20.
And that gets you access. A GA will get you access to the expo hall floor, the speeches, the breakout rooms, some cool maybe airdrops from partner projects, maybe, and then access to the closeout party at the Omnia, free entry with Zed on Saturday night. VIPs get you a ton more, free lunch and breakfast on both days of the event, and we're talking. It ain't no ham sandwich in a box, people. It's good food. The Thursday night party at the Heart of Omnia Terrace overlooking the Strip with guest DJs, free food, free booze, merch, airdrops, gift bags, all of the above. And then, of course, they're burners, but no one can burn anymore. So
Burner's closed, yeah.
Burners closed, man.
How many of us are there? There's
5.
3 of them right here.
5.
Jeez, 3 out of 5 right here, huh?
I was super surprised that only 5 of us burnt the NFT.
It's a big spend, but I mean, when you think about it, you get the VIPs alone. I mean, if people haven't eaten at Vegas, it's expensive.
Right.
I mean, you're talking $60-$75 for a decent meal for one
At
person.
least.
The Bacchanal buffet right now is $85.
Bro,
Yeah.
I took a group of 10 there last year at NFT XLV. I went to the Bacchanal buffet, and I paid for everybody up front. And then when we got to the table, I asked for my money, and I'm like, "Hey, can you? I'm not paying for you."
It's crazy expensive, and our menus. I just posted today. If you guys want to go to our Twitter and
I was going to pay for everybody, but then I'm like, wait a minute.
it's all you can eat for our breakfast and our lunch, and we're talking.
Right.
I mean, it's salads and steaks and short ribs and chicken and like multiple salad choices. There's like a roasted beet salad and an ancient grains salad, all sorts of options.
Ancient Grains, Desert Crypto. The Ancient Grains are calling you home, bro.
Desserts,
Calling me home.
refreshments, everything. You can't beat the deal.
No,
Yeah,
it's great.
when we were looking at when me and John were looking at the burners, and I was doing the math, all the perks and the this and the that, and I was like, well, I mean, the perks alone damn near add up to the ticket, and then you get the little extra things. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
It was this is my first conference. So I was like,
you're going in
we're going
style,
to do this.
bro, for your first one. Most people go as a plebe for their first one, but you just said, hey, I'm coming in top tier and I'm coming in hot.
This is my yearly vacation and it's my first conference. I had to go all out.
Let's go, bro. And so the party is no longer at the pool at Caesars, right? It's at the
No, we went out to Caesars in June and we toured the area. There was a lot of logistical stuff about getting a DJ booth out there, and we also determined that in August in Caesars it might be about $120 out of the pool.
Oh, it's hot.
So between that and the logistical nightmare of getting lights and electricity and a DJ booth and all that stuff, we found the better option at the Heart of Omnia Terrace. So it's kind of indoor outdoor, so you can go in and cool. You can be out on the patio. There's misters. There's a DJ booth built there, and it's gorgeous. It overlooks the strip. It's gorgeous, and it just seemed like a better fit for what we were trying to do. We didn't want people to be uncomfortable, because it really wasn't a pool party. It was a party around a pool.
Right.
I'm sure people were going to get drunk and jump in at some point, but it wasn't necessarily like pool party where you're bouncing a beach ball around.
right.
Right.
So it just made more sense to do it where we had the infrastructure to not only keep people cool, but not have to transport all that gear out to the pool to do the pool party or the party around the pool with the DJ booth and everything.
Cool.
Dude.
There'll be like appetite, hors d'oeuvres. It's not a dinner, but you could definitely fill up on the hors d'oeuvres if you want to. Free booze, free drink, food, music, perfect location on Thursday night. And when it's over, if you want to head into the club and stay, you're more than welcome to.
Nice.
That'll be me. I'm not sleeping until 5 o'clock Sunday morning.
We're not going to
5 hours, and then I'm going to go to church for an hour, and then I'm going to go to the Sphere. And house party on Sunday night. I can't tell you the location, but I can tell you that we have a beat on a house party for Sunday night. So if you're still out there, you're around on Sunday night, it's going to be at a private location and super fun to just chill and go over the weekend and all the craziness that took place.
I think the killers are in town at Caesars that weekend too. So
that would be nuts. That would be nuts.
I mean,
hey, did you say you're going to the Sphere?
Yeah, the Sphere experience, 2 in the afternoon on Sunday.
Is there someone playing, or is it just kind of like an OmniMax sort of thing?
Yeah, it's just to experience it. Yeah, it's just a little show they do.
We saw Dead and Company there in June when we went. It was kind of a must. We had to. We were only there for a few days trying to do the last minute in-person negotiations for Rare Evo, and it was an amazing.
$600 tickets, or?
Oh, they weren't too bad. Probably $250 or so.
Okay. It's cheap.
I mean, they did have $600 tickets, but we didn't get the $600.
Of course.
We found it, but we had someone who went, and they said it's actually better to go up high for that.
You don't want to be down.
You get more of the Sphere experience.
You say the middle tier.
Yeah, not way up high, but not. The goal wasn't to get as close to the band like when you normally go to a concert. It was to get back so you could kind of see the 360 experience.
That's what I did. But I did a little research, bro, because I always DYOR. You know what I'm saying?
It's handy in this space, although it doesn't always work out even when you DYOR.
It works out, 10% of the time.
Yeah.
But boy, that 10% really gives you returns.
Yeah.
That's right.
Forget Chad Pie.
10% DYOR and 90% luck or bad luck.
90% degenerate activity.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. And once again, I just want to say thank you, on behalf of the BeezHive NFT project. We won a booth. We didn't have to pay for it. Obviously, we paid a good amount to make sure that our booth is styled and dialed to the nines. We have so much real stuff that we're bringing that are made from bees.
That's gonna be awesome.
Right there before your eyes. And we just want you to step onto the property in Bulgaria through the booth at Rare Evo. And so we're very excited.
It was our pleasure, man. We were glad to be able to do it and help out. I mean, like I said, we're we don't have some big VC backing. We're just like some crypto bros who wanted to throw a good event. That loved Cardano, loved the blockchain, and kind of wanted to spread the value of those RRLs. So it's our pleasure to help some projects who needed eyes that were a little bit newer that maybe couldn't afford that. So
let me ask you a question really quick, just for a little, an alpha search. Are these VIP passes that we currently have, these tickets, are they playing anytime in the future with things that you guys are coming up with? I know you have some kind of rewards plans in the future. I saw
very easily to build transactions and drop things to certain policy IDs.
Good to know.
Okay.
They will have utility past the conference for sure.
That's
and to build upon that for next year as well. So we're going to do the NFT ticking, and we're going bigger and better because we're kind of building our own. We learned from things we did wrong this time. We we partnered with InMaker and Newcast. They had a lot of stuff we needed for our ticketing, but they're not events people. They're tech NFT people. So we kind of learned what extra stuff we had to build out in our own tech. Like we want to use SIP68 for the next ones because we want to be able to switch over if someone wants to upgrade. We want to be able to not necessarily burn like your burner NFTs. We want to be able to just switch that to a burner and have a separate NFT. We want to be able to upgrade the NFTs themselves, have different policy IDs. We've got big plans for them.
Can I
multiple chains?
I want to throw something in your ear that I was thinking about. So Sam, right, from Poker Go, right?
Yeah.
It's Sam. Okay,
Sam
so
Simmons.
Sam, his one of his co-founders is our CTO from Jpg Empire, right? And it's Aaron Guyette. Okay.
Yep.
They have Quarter Machine, which is like a way that you can purchase like in real life NFTs, right? They've had this thing at VCon and different stuff.
Okay.
But I'm sure that it is possible to change it for Cardano NFTs. So for next year, that might be something you want to pull on his ear about. Even if you can do it for this one, whatever. But I mean, I was just thinking like the Beezehive doing their mint, like that would have been crazy, And then if you had the option to pick a couple, right? We got our
little mix and match, walk away with a cornucopia of new Cardano NFTs.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been sick. But I'm not sure, if on the tech side there's some stuff that has to be changed because they're using it for EV.
There will be, of course.
You know what I mean?
EVM versus Cardano is
But
there's some
something
difficulties there, but it's slowly building its way in. We'll see. We've got tons of plans for next year.
but check that
we
out.
want to be on VeChain and EVM and Cardano and all that stuff and give people the options. And I mean, it's all about building this multi-chain blockchain event. We want to be everywhere.
So congratulations to the 5 burners who really took a risk and put themselves out there because from what I understand, there will be future utility coming. Or at
There
least
will be.
first chance opportunities of some stuff as Rare Evo continues to build out their media presence, obviously their events and their ticketing system and rewards program. I have a feeling that being early and being one of these 5 burners is going to pay off in the end, not just at Rare Evo, which it totally will. But,
And I think that was Quarter Machine, actually. It may have been a different one, but I think it was. I remember that they went to anyways. But I gotta shill our friends, right? I gotta shill.
Yeah, I know. I'm all for it. It'd be a cool addition. I'll have to reach out to Sam and get connected with that.
Yeah, man. So, Devrin, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime.
We're gonna learn about the roadmap from the Beezehive because there have been some updates and we're super excited about it. But dude, we're so excited to see you in Vegas. And like, I didn't think that I was going to be able to go. And the fact that I'm able to go, I'm going to see all my favorite people. And literally I was looking at the floor map. Dude, It's crazy. Every single one of those squares on the floor map is like friends.
That's yeah. And there's going to be tons of new friends too, because I guarantee there's, like I said, no one. I mean, Star Atlas is a Solana project.
Dude,
We're not supposed to be friends with Solana. How are we supposed to have them there? You know, like, just to have that sort of stuff there is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Frax to talk with some, you know, the DeFi people on Cardano and really get the that's what can we build together is what this is all about.
Yeah,
love it.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be so awesome when Rare Evo becomes the biggest event of the year, just due to its multi-chain.
That's our goal. All these
I mean?
events are so niche or
Right.
certain chain focus. Like ETH Denver is huge, but it is all like layer ones. There's there's some smaller projects there, but they charge so much for boosts that you have to be a base or a circle or a XRP or a XDC or whatever to be there. I mean, we want that at our event, but we want to be able to have that lower barrier to entry to the Beezehives or the Mallard orders or the Claymates or whoever, that they can still attend and kind of mingle with these circles and ripples. And I mean, we've got reps from Ripple coming this year. We've got reps from Base. We've got reps from Algorand. We've got, you know, like, we're kind of whining and dining these people and trying to get them out there and seeing what we can do.
That's awesome.
Super excited.
So 2025, it's going to be huge.
And market.
Maybe the biggest, the bigly.
Is there anything you want to shout out real quick before we check back in and go over the Beezehive paper?
Come to Rare Evo. If you don't have your tickets, what the hell are you doing?
100%.
Come to Rare Evo. I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Talk bees.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Awesome. We got alpha. We've been getting alpha the whole way around. It's crazy.
I just know these guys are on track to do something cool. You know, they're gonna have value as we go forward. So, I mean, I think you know, that's what we're all trying to build here, right? We're all trying to build something that's sustainable over time. That's a business model that has something that we add to the ecosystem, and we're growing together. So, I'm excited, man. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, and you know, I knew it was going to be big, but then listening to him just talk about like all this other stuff that wasn't even on my radar, Neo Tokyo and all these other projects and everything that's going to, because I just been looking at Cardano projects. I've been blinded, you know, I wasn't thinking Solana. I knew they were coming, but it's not on your radar. And when he starts talking about how big it's really going to be and their vision for the future, man, this year's going to be lit. Next year's going to be freaking just off the chain, man.
And that's the future of the blockchain. You know, we're actually going to Bitcoin 2025, which is at the Venetian in Las Vegas.
I will see you there.
So my wife and I decided we're going to that event. I mean, for those out there that don't know, my CFO works for Coinbase, and so she's very connected to a lot of different communities. And so she was like, let's go to Bitcoin together next year, and let's go to Rare Evo together next year. I mean, she's a heavy hitter. I'm the degen, you know, obviously we make a perfect match. But so I'm excited. We spend some time in our sister city in the South here in Nevada. And to be honest with what World Mobile is doing here in Reno, you know, Reno's picking up too. And we're going to be hosting an event here next year, a couple of days as well. It's going to be a smaller event, but it's going to be fun. We were supposed to do it this year. You know, had to not do that with some stuff that came up. But let's just go through the website really quick and talk about it. It's not, you know, I just want to touch on it really quick because it's honestly something that we worked on that we're very proud of. Our website is a fully contained website. It has everything that you need to understand our project and even engage with our project, including a tab where you can go to our staking platform. So if you want to just share the website really quick, I'll just walk us through a couple of pieces of it, and then we can.
Is it live already, the staking?
So the staking is live, and it's been live. And the thing about staking is, if you go to rewards, first of all, that was the video we watched right there on the front page, which is great. If you go to rewards and you click on, I don't know if your wallet is up or what, but if you click on Beezehive staking platform, you can just click on it.
Do you know, now that you've said this, I remember I did connect to this, so I have been staking this whole time since it came active.
Yeah, perfect. So basically all you ever need to do if you have our bees is go onto the staking platform, connect your wallet, and then you're good. Once you've connected your wallet, it'll give you a green light, and then your bees earn nectar from there forward. They just need to be, let's call it, activated. Right. The cool thing is they accrue nectar no matter if you list them or lend them. I don't know if you heard, but we got listed on what's the lending platform? I can't think of right now.
Levy.
Levy. Yeah, I saw that. That's huge.
All right, so we're on Levy with our assets. So you could lend your B out. You could get some ADA, go make your degen play on whatever coin of the day is coming up. And then you can go back and pay it off. And your B the whole time, as long as you've activated it, is earning that nectar and holds that nectar. In addition, if somebody lists a B on JPEG Store or any other marketplace where they sell bees, if you buy a bee that has been activated, you get all of that nectar too, unless somebody claimed it, and then you can claim it. So yeah, all you got to do is activate the bees. So we're excited about the staking platform, which actually went live a month and a half ago. So the people that mentioned the first 1275 got a 2-month head start on earning nectar for this year's harvest. So that was the value of them minting, a little bit earlier than the people that are going to get a chance to in a few weeks from today. Do you have a question?
It's amazing.
No, I was going to say, I thought it was on a live stream, but it wasn't. It was on Spaces. We were on Spaces together when it went live, and that's when I connected mine. And then you guys know, if you buy one of their Jar of Honey NFTs, you get multipliers also. So yeah, it's been what?
Honey jars, make sure you have them in the wallet when you claim the nectar, which you can do at any time. Once it starts accruing, you can claim it every day if you wanted to. I wouldn't do that. I would stack it for a while and get ready for a harvest event. No need to claim if you don't want to until you need to. But yeah, multipliers, really, really cool. Also, those honey jars are Bees List Pass, which was just a whitelist pass basically for our first collection and a slight discount in the first run of this collection. That coupled with a BMS, a Beartooth Mountain Saloon, a bronze NFT, will give you a multiplier on their staking platform once it goes live. And so you'll earn more Bitcoin if you're holding a few of our NFTs with one of their NFTs on our platform that has a trait, because they're one of our partners. And so they added a little extra value to some of our assets too. So we got, a couple things cooking.
Nice.
Will there be? Go ahead.
Will there be? So you said the nectar follows the NFT until it's claimed. Will there be like a updated page where you can see if the nectar has been claimed on an NFT if you're sniping?
So we haven't created that yet. We encourage any community member out there with dev experience that can do that to do it for us for free, because we haven't done it yet. But no, currently I don't know of any way you can do that necessarily. I think it'd probably be something where you'd have to know the owner and be able to get from them whether or not something in it. But no, not like the Mallards. If you remember back in the day, they had a thing that a member in their community did where you could see how much rune each one was earning per day. That was kind of cool. But there is one thing I want to point out here. There is a holder airdrop. You will be airdropped nectar in the amount that you see there per NFT. It'll be 4,600 nectar per OGB, and then 1,000 nectar per 2.0. So that's all of the 3,000 2.0s, and then the 650 OGs. Just at the very bottom where it says holder airdrop, at the very bottom, that's a one-time airdrop that will happen only for this harvest. So that's one way to stack a little bit of extra nectar, and that's why you want to try and get in on this early. We expect our harvest next year to be much bigger. We have a couple of different harvests that we make off a couple of different things on the property throughout the season, and we put all that harvest together, and when we come up with how much it costs. What about the queens? What do they get? So we haven't come out yet and said anything specific other than the highest stake and rewards out of any of our collection besides the OGBs with the king or pharaoh trait. There will be something special coming for the queens. And if you are a queen holder or a holder of 50 or more of our NFTs at Rare Evo, or you mint up to 50 to a number of holding 50, we will have something special for you at Rare Evo as well. But we have not said anything specific to the queens and their airdrop. They get the same airdrop that the Bees Hive Army 2.0 holder airdrop is, which is 1,000. I know you're getting a little restless. Once we get all these queens out of the box, and these future queens, there will be more coming for the queens.
Well, that's a good question right there. So the second half of this mint that's going live, what's the breakdown on the numbers? Queens, drones?
So that's a good question. The total numbers are there, as far as there are a total number of 1,000 workers, 1,000 gatherers, 712 protectors, and 200 drones. There's only 8 queens. There are 4 current queens and 4 future queens. The future queens will eventually take over the hive. That's what happens in actual hives. Actually, the newborn queen takes half the hive with her and swarms somewhere. We're not exactly doing that. But yeah, so that's your kind of ratio. The drones, obviously, outside of a queen and the OG collection, the drones gain the most nectar, and then protectors, and then your gatherers and workers are your base working bees. But yeah, if we were to mint out all 3,000, if you add up those numbers, that's what you get right there.
Right. So it wasn't evenly distributed between, because you guys just put the whole collection out, and then you had a set number where you were going to pause it and then go to Rare Evo. Okay.
Yeah, so we set out to mint 1,500, half the collection on May 1st, but we only left the collection open for 3 days to mint. So May 1st through 4th, we only let it run for 72 hours. That was what we said we were going to do. We were going to see how many we could mint in that time. We got up to 1,275, and so we have a little more than half left to mint for Rare Evo. But yeah, that's okay. And so the distribution was, I don't know exactly how it came out, to be honest. I don't know how many drones or protectors got out of the hive on that one, but I know that will be the final numbers there.
And then I have this opened up too, the business plan.
Yes, and so this is a little bit of a abbreviated version of the larger, more in-depth plan that you would find on our Discord under business plan tab. But basically, we're also talking here about education, and we talked a little bit earlier about how we have cameras on the property. We're working to try and find a solution to get some reliable Wi-Fi out there. We have a partner, World Mobile is one of our partner hives, and so it's possible that we can get one of their air nodes out there to provide us with reliable internet and phone service sometime in the future. But for now, we want to build out educational channels. We're going to be doing educational videos when the bees go to sleep for the winter. So they all curl into a ball, and we make sure they have enough food, and
Okay, sorry. You talking about education, me think instantly about Olympus Insights. Olympus Insights is an educational platform that is a learn-to-earn platform that is also partnered with Tokyo Pay Wallet. So in theory, if you guys made this educational stuff, you could likely also put that into Olympus Insights, right? Make classes there, but then everybody would be able to see them in the Tokyo Pay wallet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I caught up with them on the space once, and I jumped into their server and I follow what they're doing. I think it's potentially a vertical. There's a couple of projects out there that might integrate with what we're doing, and so we'll definitely flesh out all those opportunities. But yeah, in particular, our master beekeeper is interested in doing educational stuff. Some of it geared towards children, honestly, so that they can learn more about bees in a fun way. And then just some more general educational stuff about bees. And then that's also what we're going to move towards, a little bit of Instagram material and stuff like that. So we got a couple of things cooking on how to move in that direction. But yeah, we have these verticals, that I was talking about. We're building out multiple apiaries. This is the first one. We're going to get that all dialed in first. Honey-based products. We talked a little bit about that. There's beeswax candles. There's flavored honey. There's propolis and actual pollen. These are byproducts also that the bees create that we can utilize and get into products. Like I said, we'll have soap and moisturizing cream and beeswax lip balm. So, and then distributing honey and our gamification. The hives will be split into 4 different sections, families. We're actually talking about putting up a family crest, like a flag around the hives, and getting a camera to focus on that particular section. You can see if I have the Ligustica family, then they create, and whatever hive creates the most honey will have the most value. And so some NFTs will be worth more than others, just according to what Mother Nature has done and what the bees have done on our apiary. So that's a fun way to kind of make the staking a little bit gamified.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Eventually we will look to like, hey, if you have a full family, if you have a queen, there will be some stuff, but we're still fleshing out exactly how that's going to work. This just talks a little bit about what we've done already. And, I think everybody kind of knows that. And so we do have a warehouse under construction. Again, check in on our videos. You'll see on X, or get into our server. We have daily updates. We have, summary of the days, 240 some odd of them, 248 or something like that. So come on in and check out our videos. You can see literally and watch what's going on the apiary. Since the last time we talked, there was one video where our master keeper went for a search of queens, and he found a queen cell. And if you see our future queens, we have 4 big queens, and then we have 4 future queens. They're just little pods. They're little queen cells. And so these queens are born in a totally different cell, and the master keeper has to go through the hives and find those, and then he has to destroy those queens. And the reason why is because if a queen was born, she would take half of the hive with her, and then you would have a swarm somewhere not on our apiary. We would lose half of a hive, basically. And so it's a tedious operation through the spring when they're making all these babies and they're making these queens. We have to go through and destroy them. The funny thing is we also put up swarm catchers, which are baskets with a little bit of some kind of stuff in there to attract the bees if there's a swarm flying around. And we actually caught like 3 hives from maybe other beekeepers that didn't check carefully enough and lost their hive. We put swarm baskets up, and we got a couple swarms, and then one of our local people called us because they had a swarm on their tree again, which was actually the first swarm that we ever put on the property last year. So these people know, we got the local guy, let's get him out here. It was the same tree. We got 2 hives from that one tree alone. So it's an interesting business, this collecting bees thing that we're doing here.
Dude, that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, and we're also currently digging a well on the property, which is no easy feat, but we're getting running water. Currently, our master keeper hauls water in his car from miles and miles away, and it gets hot in Bulgaria, just like it does here in Reno. It gets into the hundreds, 110s at times, and so yeah. So there's just so many aspects to this project, you guys. I mean, there's so many different rabbit holes you can go down when you're learning about bees and what they eat and the different seasons of the different trees. We planted some trees there that bloom later in the season so the bees have something to eat. So it's just, I don't know, it's pretty amazing to be a part of it. Yes, but doesn't that overall grow the numbers with more hives? Doesn't that overall grow the numbers with more hives?
Catching the swarms.
Oh yeah. When we catch the swarm, sure. But if we didn't kill those queen cells and we lose the swarm, then it actually weakens the hives, right? So there are some hives.
It's not like they stay in the area. They take off and find a new area.
Right. Well, the swarm baskets are also there just in case we lose one of ours. And then maybe they'll go to the swarm basket that we have literally surrounding the property and hang out there, and we can get them back. But we literally have some hives that are 3 levels, like what would be equivalent to a 3-story building. Some hives are single story, and then we have double story, and we have hives that are 3 stories. And that's 10 frames in each one of those stories. That's 30 frames with bees. How many bees are on a frame? 100, 200? I mean, I don't know. We're talking about thousands, maybe 10,000 bees in one single box. It's a lot. I'll tell you that. What Xanders does on this property daily is a lot of work. That dude works. And so, we're gonna bring people in to help. There's gonna be a lot that needs to take place for us to be able to get it where we're going, but we're definitely gonna do it. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, that's totally awesome. Well,
buzz.
We're there.
hold it right to the camera so somebody can hold it. Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
That's
Boom.
the website.
Pause the video. hit the QR code.
Smash the like button and share, subscribe, make a comment on X. Please repost this, send this out. I mean, I cannot tell you how much I enjoy being here with you two. It's always fun. It's always good times. And you guys have lots of rabbit holes to run down as well, which I love. So thank you.
And while we are here and everybody that's in here, you guys get the first dibs, the original video. The video that is on JPG Empire, right? The original video that's on JPG Empire. If you go there and you like, retweet, and tag 3 friends, we're going to be announcing a giveaway. So make sure that you share this with everybody. We'll put that on Twitter, but this is your chance to get yourself in there. Right?
Is that B number 1032?
1032?
So the interesting thing about the B number 1032 is he actually has a bottle of Smokes OG barbecue sauce. And I hear that inmates and Warden Hansel and his lovely wife are coming to hang out in the Bees Hive booth. And we have a little thing for Shank Pad and the library and inmates. I believe they're going to bring their barbecue sauce to Rare Evo into Las Vegas. And so Smokes OG barbecue sauce. And there's also a medical kit in the right hand, just in case anybody gets into trouble. Honey dripped mouth, helmet. So there's a pretty mean looking bee right there. Go, share with your friends, repost it, and get into the giveaway. Get yourself a bee and start earning some nectar, people. And then come get a honey stick of acacia honey from the BeezehiveNFT project in Rare Evo.
Man, I'm so excited.
Aldo wants to say hi. Aldo, say hi. Say hi.
Hey, Aldo.
Hey, buddy.
Go, Bobby.
So that's Aldo, our little pink-nosed pit bull. Thanks so much, guys.
Dude, thank you for joining us. We've had a blast. Thank you to everybody that is joining us tonight. We've got 301, right? We got 301. So if everybody likes, shares, and shares this with a friend, then we'll have twice as many people.
And like John said, so it's this video right here. The video, you got to retweet, tag 3 friends. Make sure you're following BeezHive NFT. It's in the description. All of CB's socials are in the description. The website's in the description. Do you guys have a YouTube channel?
We do. Yeah, it's BeezHive NFT something or other. I think it's in the description.
Okay.
Well, I have the Twitter, and I think it's in the Twitter.
Yeah,
it is on the Twitter page, but yeah.
So there you go. Go to their Twitter page, click on the link to their YouTube. Make sure you give them a follow, subscribe. 240 videos you guys have posted?
I think it's more than that. I think we're right around 250 something, but I'm confident it's at least 245.
Nice. Oh.
Nice.
That's our YouTube channel right there in the chat. But you can catch all of our videos there, and we do want people to use our YouTube channel so we can get a little more love on the algo. Give us love on the algo.
So at BeezehiveNFT 4527 on YouTube.
Don't
check
ask
them out.
527, but there it is. 45 was a great year, and 27 was the day I was born. So there you go.
Nice.
I didn't do it. All right.
All right. Everybody have a great night. We will see you again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Let's take them out with the BeezHive video this time.
That's a good move. That was a good move. Very tasteful. Peace. See you guys.